Good morning and welcome to the EPL Index Transfer Daily. It is Friday, the 19th of July, the last day of the working week. The weekend beckons. Hopefully, you've all got plans because football clubs certainly have, ladies and gentlemen. There is loads going on. It just feels like the transfer window is really starting to accelerate, doesn't it? And it's important to say a couple of deals got confirmed yesterday, didn't they? So Lenny Yoro, that was the one late last night for Manchester United, and Savino, not Savio, Savino, who he's asked to be called, for Manchester City from Troy with add-ons. I'm sure that was difficult to negotiate with themselves. Anyway, so moving on, there's some big headlines coming out. And to be fair, I didn't think we were going with the West Ham one, but we got to start there. In The Guardian, late last night, West Ham are in talks with N'Golo Kante. Yes, the former Chelsea man, 33 now at Al Ittihad, in for a deal in the region of 20 million. A lot of people, until they watch the Euros, think, oh, what happened to N'Golo Kante? And there he was, chasing around. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what's left in his legs, but 20 million, N'Golo Kante back potentially in the Premier League. Speaking of midfielders in the Premier League, various outlets have got stories around certain midfielders, and Fulham are involved in a lot of this. And it's right to say multiple outlets have got that Spurs are trying to beat Fulham to Scott McTominay. Now, McTominay's got a year left on his deal, according to reports, but United do have an option of a further year, so essentially 2 years, you would say. But you suspect they are looking to get that done, especially with the situation where, as Ramona reported last night, Manchester United have agreed personal terms with Ugarte, a Jorge Mendes client. Now, Jorge's trying to do his business, isn't he? He's trying to get João Neves from Benfica to PSG. He knows to do that for his client, he needs to raise money a little bit for PSG. So if PSG can get that money from Manchester United for one of his clients, Ugarte, it's just a nice Mendes commission sandwich, isn't it, realistically? So we'll see what happens there. Fulham as well are looking to bring in Brazilian midfielder Andre, according to the Evening Standard. So, yeah, linked with Liverpool a long time ago, wasn't he? 23 now. And they're looking to bring him in, apparently, to replace the departed João Palhinha. A different type of player, more a deep-lying playmaker than a ball-winning midfielder like Palhinha, but there you go. Again, various outlets, we're talking about that. We mentioned about Ugarte. Let's stick on the Premier League. Let's stick in the London area. Brentford are still looking for suitors for Ivan Toney, according to various outlets. Sticking in London, Spurs are in contact with the forward, or should say the representative of forward Jonathan David, the little boy. A year left to go. The president of Lille has said he is welcome to depart at the same time as well. So we'll see what happens there. Been linked with the Premier League for so long. Now, the Telegraph, sticking in London, have reported that Cole Palmer is set to get a huge wage increase, which, to be fair, if any Chelsea player actually deserved the ridiculous wages they paid, it probably is Cole Palmer, isn't he, with what he did last season. So we'll see if he gets a nice wage bump, as it were, there. The Evening Standard, London-wise as well, also says there's still no agreement fully yet with Riccardo Calafiori between Arsenal and Bologna. Yeah? And in fact, he's been asked to take part in Bologna's pre-season, which you feel is a little bit of an idea to put pressure upon Arsenal to get the deal done and meet the valuation. The big sticking point there is there's a sell-on clause to Basel, the Swiss club he was at before, isn't it? So that's why Bologna are trying to get top dollar there. Talked about Chelsea. L'Equipe say they've approached Eli White or lads to try and sign Eli White. They tried to get him last season, didn't they? So they're going back in again. Forward-wise as well, because we know Chelsea are potentially looking for a striker. HITC goes with multiple. Says they've asked of PSG specifically about Goncalo Ramos, the Portuguese forward, and Randall Kolo Muani, both at PSG. Muani, the French international. Chelsea looking for forward options. So we'll see what happens there. However, you do feel it is linked to Lukaku departing to Napoli, which seems his likely destination, which is linked to ultimately maybe the big European transfer of the summer for a striker. Victor Osimhen, does he go to PSG? It's just starting to get busy, isn't it, ladies and gents? We already talked to Nana is expected to get confirmed for Aston Villa. We're in that point now where hopefully the Euros are gone, the Copa's gone. Yes, the Olympics are annoyingly for football-wise still might disrupt a bit, but players starting to return from their holidays or midway through, negotiate deals, stuff trying to get done. So there's plenty going on, ladies and gents. But on Friday, the 19th of July, that was your EPL Index Transfer Daily.